Hello everybody and welcome to another video of R&R Partners. My name is Ruxandra, I am managing partner of R&R Partners law firm, and today we're going to talk about 5 things that you need to do after you open a company in Romania. And we will also begin with a little bit of a shameless promotion. If you need help with opening a company in Romania, I will leave somewhere here the link that you need to book a legal consultation with us if you want to talk more about your options, because there are more types of Romanian companies you can open. And also you can write to us at office@rrpb.ro for a quote and other details about opening Romanian companies. Now, let's just jump right into it. So, the chances are that you have already opened a company in Romania and you want to know what to do next, or you are planning on opening a Romanian company and you want to know the next steps after incorporating. Well, there are a bit of things that you need to do after you open your company, and the first one is not so much talked about, but it is very important. It is to get a special book called Registrul Unic de Control. It is some sort of ledger. It is the book where you will need to register if somebody calls on you, on your company, and they come to make some sort of checks. For example, the tax authorities or other types of authorities. And this Registrul Unic de Control needs to be held by any company from the very beginning. You can have quite a bit of a fine if you don't get it. And it is something that many people don't know about. Usually our accountants tell us about this kind of things. So the lawyer will help you to incorporate the company. Later they refer you to a bookkeeper, and I'll get to that in a minute as well. And the bookkeeper should tell you about Registrul Unic de Control. If they don't tell you about it, you should ask them and see if they can get it for you. Many accountants will help you and will get you Registrul Unic de Control. Or maybe they say, I don't want to be bothered with it, you should get it yourself. And in that case, you can get it from ANAF, so the tax authorities here in Romania. And maybe your accountant, if they don't want to get it for you, at least they can give you more details about it, how you should hold it, and so on. Now, the second thing you should do, although as a timeline could be considered the first one, but I like to speak about Registrul Unic de Control from the beginning because it is the most common mistake, right? So the second thing you should do when opening a Romanian company is to get an accountant or a bookkeeper. Your lawyer can refer you to one. For all our clients, everybody for which we open companies in Romania, they get recommendations for accountants. And the thing is that the accountant will be the one who will take you through the company activity up until the very end, while the lawyer might be needed in the beginning, maybe sometimes during the company activity, but not all the time. While the bookkeeper will be with you from the very beginning up until the end, month after month, you will need to give them the papers, the invoices, all those fiscal stuff, and they can help you to do the bookkeeping legally. Very important to know, in Romania, if you have an SRL, so a limited liability company, it is mandatory to have a bookkeeper. You cannot have the bookkeeping done by yourself. This is a very common question that we see on expat groups on Facebook or in the comments of our videos. Can I do the bookkeeping by myself? Theoretically, you could do it for the PFA, which is another type of company in Romania, but we do not recommend it, especially for expats, because it is quite complicated. In Romania, we are not very friendly when it comes to English. We do not have all the forms translated. You cannot do everything online, and our advice is to actually get a bookkeeper to help you with all of that. So, we recommend that you get the Registrul Unic de Control, you get a bookkeeper. The third recommendation we have for you is to keep your company papers in order. I cannot stress this enough. We have so many clients after we incorporate their companies, they say, oh, I cannot find my what we call certificat de înregistrare or CUI. It is the company registration certificate. I cannot find it. Can you give it to me? I'm at the bank right now. They're on the phone with us. Or another piece of paper that we have already sent to them by email. Of course, we will help them in such situations, but what if they cannot reach us on the phone? What if we are in a meeting? What if they need it all the time after? Because you do, not only at the bank, you need your company papers to open bank accounts, but also to do other types of activities, including to know what your company headquarters are, because many of them have the headquarters at a law office, like we do. We offer this service to clients. They need to put their address on invoices. They need to know their fiscal code. All of these are in the company incorporation papers. So please, please, everybody keep them in order. We recommend doing scans. In Romania, we no longer have papers when it comes to registering a company. We have virtual certificates, but for people who have already opened companies in the past, you might know the colored piece of paper you get from the trade registry. That needs to be held safe, also in original, but also in scan. We recommend you have everything preferably on cloud, so not just on your computer, because who knows what can happen to that computer. And keeping everything in scan and on cloud in an electronic format can help you quite a lot. The fourth recommendation we have for you after you open a company in Romania, especially if you are an expat, you should have your commercial contracts well drafted. We know that in other countries it is not so common to have contracts all the time. You can just do invoices and stuff. In Romania, in some cases you must do them, in some cases you do not, but most accountants, because it is an accountancy problem in the end, and I'll explain it in a bit why, most accountants will recommend you have commercial contracts, especially for bigger sums, right? So, or for recurrent sums that you get from other companies. That helps you a lot. Why? Because if you have enough, so the fiscal authorities come to check on you, you can show the proof, like why you got those sums or why you made those deductions when it comes to payments. The contracts in Romania have also like they need to be in bilingual form, not only in English, for the tax authorities. And we recommend you, that's how we do it for our clients, we recommend you have the contract in a, like you do it in Word, in a table format, and you have one column in Romania, one column in English, and they must match, and that's how you will sign your contract. And last but not least, the fifth thing that we recommend to you if you open a company in Romania. Take care of the GDPR formalities, especially if you have a website. Terms and conditions, cookie policy, privacy policy, and not only that, if you have employees in Romania, this is especially useful if you're not from a European country. If you are from a European country, you might already know about GDPR. General Data Protection Regulations are quite a thing. The fines are very big if you do not do all the papers. If they are not in order, then you can have quite a bit of a problem if somebody reports you. It is a serious thing, and yeah, if you're from Europe, you might know this. If you're not from Europe, you will find about this now. But yeah, do your GDPR from the very beginning. We recommend people to have a lawyer work with them on this kind of process, because if you just copy from another let's say from another website that does something similar to you, you might have some things that are not corresponding to your own business, and you can have issues down the line, and it could be more expensive and more time consuming to fix them later. And speaking of GDPR, I'll also link a video that we have about GDPR, which could be quite useful for you. So that is about it for today, the 5 things that we recommend you do after opening a company in Romania. And just to make a small recap, after opening a Romanian company, you should get the Registru Unic de Control. then you should get an accountant for your company. You should keep your company papers in order and have commercial contracts well drafted for your business, and also have your GDPR papers in order. If there's anything we missed in this video or you have other questions, please drop us a comment down below. If you have seen our previous videos, you know that we answer each and every one of the comments. The answers are from us, the lawyers. We do not have a secretary or an assistant to do them for us, so you know that they're accurate. And of course, if you have additional questions, you need our help on a legal matter here in Romania, I will leave the link for booking a legal consultation with us, or you can directly write to us at office@rrpb.ro for a quote, or if you want to speak to us further on a legal matter. Up until next time, have a lovely day. Bye bye.